We're going to have a musical interlude now. The Drifters, one of the great soul groups of the 20th century, down on the boardwalk, like Sister and Brother. We could go on and on. The former lead singer of the group, Ray Lewis, will be at the Soul Town Festival. It's in Beckenham in Kent, the 3rd of September. That's a Saturday. But before he gets there, he's going to talk to us. Ray, great to see you.
Great to be here.
Great to see you. Do you know, does it ever amuse you or amaze you? I mean, good music's good music, but the people turn out for these festivals and people they just love the nostalgia.
I love that. It's amazing how the age shifts. We have such a young following today.
Why do you think you have a young following? I mean, because you wouldn't get one of your records played on Radio 1, for instance.
No.
And that'd be a young audience. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe not every day. But you know, the parents have introduced the kids to the music that they love, and we have such a great following of the older generation, and they've taught their kids what good music is.
And it's interesting you said that actually in the UK, younger people really appreciate sort of the legends of their parents' era.
Exactly. And they're looking for something as a catalyst to start their own trend off of.
Yes.
And they usually build it off of something that's already been a success story.
Tell us about you, because the Drifters were already a success story.
Yes.
And they had a lead singer.
Yes, they did.
And then you came on board.
Yes, they did. When I came on board, I replaced the number one voice of the Drifters, Mr. Johnny Moore. As a matter of fact, when I got the job, I didn't have a clue that's the position I was taking. I thought I was just taking the position of a lead singer. I mean, a backing vocal.
Yeah.
Until I got to the final contracts.
So what was it like reading that?
Honestly, it's in the book. When you read the book, you're just going to wet yourself because it's absolutely amazing. I saw this, and I'm trying to be as cool as I can because I don't want to realize this is just mind-blowing. I'm looking at this contract, and I get to the money part, and that just threw me on the floor. And then when I read on through and gets to the part to say that I'll be taking over lead position, it was over for me. By that time, I was stuttering and mumbling and thinking, she's never. They're going to fire me right here on the spot. It was just.
They'll find you out.
Yeah.
Was it like a hint of imposter syndrome?
Well, I had to pinch myself. I didn't really think that I belonged there. I thought, no, surely it's got to be for somebody better, someone that's trained and, fantastic voice and everything, that's stardom, and that just wasn't me.
But that stardom came along, and it lasted for how long?
Oh, more than 40 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you're still drifting.
Now I'm still drifting. Yes, I am. And I refuse to stop.
So you've your own group now.
I do.
Called Still Drifting.
That's correct.
And you guys, how would you describe yourselves? Are you a tribute act to the Drifters, or do you do your own stuff, or is it all Drifter stuff?
We do a balance of things, because I play to such an eclectic audience, youth, elderly, and range. So I have to try and combine it with a lot of different music, not just the Drifter music, and not just the. So what I do is that I have 3 younger guys with me, and they just bring out the youth. They really shine.
And who's in charge?
Well, they are, probably. I pay the bill, but they're in charge. The youth are always in charge. The parent will tell you that.
We talked about hits, so many, There Goes My Baby, Under the Boardwalk, Kissing in the Back Row of the Movies, Save the Last Dance for Me,
yes.
Goodness me. So beautiful stuff. I mean, it's poetry, this stuff. Do you have a favourite?
I do.
Which is?
Sister and Brother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Sister and Brother?
Like Sister and Brother.
Why does that mean something to you?
Well, the largest audience I think I've ever played for was on the Portsmouth Harbour. It was for the 200th year inauguration of Australia. It was for the Queen.
Yeah.
And we had about 100,000 people. It just looked like a sea of people, absolutely looked like a sea of people. We were the last on, we were at the top of the bill, and we were the last on. And that particular song was the finale song that we did for the show. So when the music for that song began, it was already dark, dusk anyway, and all you could see was just a sea of lighters, looked like little fireflies. I mean, even now I can feel the hairs.
Goose pimples.
Oh my goodness, it was an amazing moment. I love performing this song, And the response was just absolutely amazing.
You took a big risk in your life, didn't you, by leaving the States, by leaving America and coming to live in England. Why did you choose to do that?
I guess I just never thought of it as a risk. You know, from touring over here, coming back and forth so many times. At the end of a tour, I'd go home and then, you know, have to come back at the beginning of a tour. But I was also working at home. I was also going home to work. I was in a series called Cagney and Lacey, but I was doing a lot of other films. I played a detective in Cagney and Lacey. So I was going back and forth to do films and to work and then come back over. So when I stopped filming and I wanted to concentrate on trying to do something or thinking about going solo, so I knew I would have to concentrate solely on that, I decided, well, you know, I like it here. I really do like it here. It's comfortable and, you know, it's small and just small enough for me to find my own little niche. In California, you're just a speck, you know. So I felt better here. And I just decided, well, okay, I'll try it. And
he now lives in Yorkshire. He lives in Yorkshire now, which is absolutely amazing. Who's on the bill for the Soul Town Festival? Who will you be rubbing shoulders with there?
Well, another friend, Kenny Thomas. Another gentleman, Phil Strawn, is also on. Amazing singer. Luther, he's just amazing, whatever he does. There's Janet Kay. Let's see who else is on there. There's quite a few.
There's quite a few, yeah. And you still get, we talked about getting goosebumps talking about sister and brother.
Yeah.
When you get up there, does the music take over? Does the music really? Is it like work?
It just guides you right along.
Yeah.
It's still the same for me. If I were on that side of the stage, it would be the same. If I were listening to it, I'd have the same feeling. It's the same feeling I have when I'm delivering the song. I still enjoy it. I still love the music. I wouldn't do it otherwise.
Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it. You know, if you were watching it, what would you be feeling? And that is exactly right. Ray Lewis is appearing at the Soul Town Festival, Beckenham in Kent, Saturday the 3rd of September. There's still tickets available for that one there. But you've met them all: Whitney Houston, Lionel Richie, Paul McCartney, Diana Ross. You've
worked with them.
Worked with them as well. It's a great privilege to have you in the studio.
It's absolutely all mine. Thank you.
Yeah, keep on drifting.
Thank you.
Ray, thanks for coming in.
It's an absolute pleasure. Can I just say one thing before I go?
Please.
Soul Town is particularly special for me.
Why?
Because this is the 3rd time I've had a chance to be there. So I want it, and I love that. But they're family. The people I've met there, you know. We're no longer just artists. We're family and friends. So please come out because I do want to see you. And if I get a chance, I'd like to meet you as well. So I'm hoping.
And, you know, a lot of people phoning in today, they can't help but seeing you. You're so luminous. You're glowing today in that beautiful lemon-coloured shirt there today.
I was a bit worried I'd look more like Big Birders.
There's no missing you anyway. The legendary Mr. Ray Lewis. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.